Jess, Jess.
Hey,
Oh, now okay. Look at this board. Look at this chess board behind him. Guys, we are recording this class, okay? Because I guess it's a historical class. I am recording, but I wanna for you both, if you, for example, in some points wanted to remember some things, to take notes, okay? Take notes about because we are talking about some calculation secrets today. Let me share one position. Can you guys see this position?
Mhm.
yes.
Yes, okay. So let me talk about one thing. Let's do a little exercise here. Suppose this. I want to for you both from this point when I am talking about the moves, try to visualize the moves on the board. Okay? The long the line you are trying to see till the end. Try to visualize the position because I will ask you like what to play now in let's say 5 moves ahead. Okay?
Mhm.
So try to visualize this. Um, let's say you Jazz first. Jazz, you first, okay?
Okay.
Knight takes g7. Knight takes g7. Then king takes g7. What happens?
Um, up on the G file, I have uh queen to G5. No, I don't have queen. I have the king open on the G file. I don't have a protector. Oh, the black knight doesn't have a protector, but the black rook on B6 and the queen on E7 um, are the defenders. Um, I'm looking to I'm looking to use my queen and my rook together on
Mm,
H6. But
mm.
I have to contend with the black rook on B6. So what I'm trying to do is figure out how to get the black rook away. Uh, Possibility on that is rook to c6 to trade the rooks off to allow me to have an opportunity to bring my queen to h6. Still have to worry about the black queen on e7. So I need something a little bit more thorough. Um,
So rook c6, you mean?
yeah.
Okay, so we have this sequence. Knight takes g7, king takes g7, then rook c6. Noah, rook takes
Mhm.
c6, bishop takes c6. Okay, what do you play as black?
I guess the first thing that comes to mind is knight g8.
Mm.
So that's the only square to save the piece.
After knight g8, what's the material balance, Jess?
After knight g8, I still want to be able to put pressure on. So
Uh,
I'm thinking,
the balance
go ahead.
between the material balance, how much
Oh,
for
oh, oh,
black?
oh, oh, material balance.
Yeah,
It's
after 98.
um black is up 2 points because they trade the knight for the knight for the pawn. So
Mm,
black's +2 material.
yes, I think so. I have like 6 pawns. He has only 5 now. And how you can see, guys, for me to see moves ahead and the situation on the board, it's not so difficult. Like the human mind is good in this. Like I can see easily knight g7, king g7, rook c6, rook take, bishop takes, knight g8. I can do an evaluation. So why am I showing you this first? Before this, let's see exercise for you both. Don't answer nothing, but try to visualize. I play g4. He then plays bishop e6. I play bishop takes bishop. He plays rook takes bishop. Then I play g5. I play g5. What's the problem for black in this sequence? G4, bishop e6, bishop takes, rook takes g5. What happened?
Save squares.
Can you see? Can
Right.
you see, Noah?
Yeah, the
Yes?
Black Knight's trapped.
The Black Knight strip. One more time, I'm proving you. If you play g4, bishop e6, bishop takes, rook takes, g5, we are trapping the knight. It's not so difficult for me to visualize moves ahead. So what's the problem in calculation? Yeah, I am pretty sure, for example, you both can visualize 6, 7 moves ahead and do a reasonable evaluation after this. The point is, if you start calculating with the wrong move, you don't see the best move, all the calculation process is in trouble. And from today, as you both are going so well in the month challenge and solving lots of puzzles, I believe you both are prepped now for it to go deeply in calculation. And it's the most powerful tool in comparison with any other in chess. If you can calculate well, even with a pressure on time, you are changing the level to a master level. And then 2 points, and please take note of this. There is two secrets in calculation. The first one is the first move. You can put just this on the paper. First move. And the second one is anxiety. And this is two big secrets. Normally, if I tell you like to work on a determined position, to try to calculate the calculation tree. The calculation tree is something always like this. Look here. We have like the move number one, and then the opponent can answer two moves. Maybe after this, there is three moves for his move. And we are going forward here on the calculation move by move. And what's the problem? In a real game, probably you felt this before, you are like suffering with a kind of anxiety to play. And it's like creating problems for you. Go ahead. Someone wanted to talk?
No, I
So
just had a question.
go
I had a
ahead.
question. So when we look at this position right here, I see G4 now, but like, how do you distinguish between G4 and possibly Rook to C6 or Knight takes pawn?
Yeah, good question. This is the heart of the calculation process. If you consider G4, Knight G7, or Rook G6 are the three good moves you have, you need to set a mental time in a game, and then you are working on the three moves. For example, if you start with Rook C6, Rook takes C6, Bishop takes C6, then the opponent play Bishop E6, and you say, okay, I calculate this line. After this, I guess it's too slow in terms of attack. Then you have indeed the first calculation in a tree of analysis. Then you go G4. You know now if you go G4, G5, the knight's trap. So you start to see a defensive move for black. Maybe he plays like King 88 or I don't know. He find a move to save the knight somehow. G6, maybe attacking the white knight. Then you are working on this second move, your second candidate move. We have Bishop Rook C6 candidate move number one, G4 candidate move number two, Knight takes G7 is another candidate move. So you work on the second one for a determined time. You say, okay, I have, according to the theory, in a super critical position, 25 minutes to calculate. So I am putting 80 minutes for each one. And then after this analysis, the three candidate moves for you in 80 minutes with discipline. You say, okay, I decide here for this one. Is how it works. And again, these three moves I see we are commenting are not the best one. And this is the big problem for people to progress in chess. The anxiety to play in a normal tournament game is like mitigating the ability of you to find the best first move. So if you wanted to know a secret, I will show several positions today, only to train you both guys to find a not natural or not unusual first move. Okay, a difficult first move. The more we are training these, better. And the ratings like jumping really fast, your rating chess. Because calculation is not about to see as I prove you six. It's easy. I can visualize the boards if I close my eyes. I can play an entire game with the eyes closed, but it's not to be good in chess. To be good in chess is to find the first move and to control your anxiety. If you control, you are not like wanted to answer fast, wanted to play fast, and you are good into see first strong, really strong good moves. you are changing, I can guarantee you to 2200 rating really fast or more. So here, I am putting 8 minutes for you guys to discover the first move. You can note, put it on the paper, and then show me when the time is finished. Okay, 8. Put on the paper the move you decide. Show the move. What move did you decide, guys?
I
Which was the.
decided bishop. Oh,
Oh, you're good. I picked rook c.
Jazz? Jazz, what's your move?
bishop c6.
Noah?
Rook c6.
Rook c6. Okay. So how I'm trying to explain, we have two secrets here. One is the anxiety to deal with the time. When we are playing, when we are training, to find something special. It's like the most, maybe it's more important than find the first move. How many players has passed for this academy and didn't progress or stop training because they cannot control themselves? So control yourself is the top one. Move. Consider this move. Let's visualize now. Rook takes c7. Rook takes c7, attacking the queen. Then queen takes. Next move, queen g5, threatening mate. How is it possible for black to defend against queen g5? Can he play, for example, rook g6?
No, he can't play rook g6, but he can play g6.
Okay. G6, I take the rook. It's a free rook to take. He plays g6. Let's keep visualizing. Rook takes c7. Queen takes g7. And the only move is g6. Then I play queen takes knight on h6. He plays pawn takes knight. And then I play queen g5 check. He cannot play rook g6 as we know. So he plays king move. And then rook takes h5 followed by mate. Look at this. Yeah, king moves anywhere. And then mate. Did you at any point consider to play rook takes c7 and abandon the idea? Or
Nope,
no?
No.
never considered that. I mean, when I look at this position, I can see the weakness on the sixth rank, right? And I know that the attack comes to the sixth rank. I also understand that the black queen is in a great position, but to give away pieces is unless it's like a queen move, I'm not seeing it, right? Um, to queen takes rook, I mean rook takes pawn is like deep in the options, right? Because I'm thinking there's something else more technical, something else more sound. Like Noah, right? I understand if I can block on c6, I'm making good progress. But to take
Hmm.
it to c7, that's something I'm not even considering. I mean, I'm just being
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. What are we missing? We need to, in a position, consider rook c7 and captures as a priority for you. If you have no checks, no threats, and there is captures, you has to consider. Because if in the first moment, if you both has considered the capture, rook takes c7, you are saying, let me take a look if I take, queen takes, and then queen g5. Let me see. So, hidden tip to take note, please take note. You are considering calculation threats, checks, and captures. It's turned the life easy. And if you consider like, well, coach said I need to consider check, captures, and threats. And here the only capture is queen takes h6, knight takes g7, or rook takes c7. Let me analyze this as a candidate move. Has to be a candidate move. Remember this. Let's go. Um, okay, 8 minutes, guys. Black to play. Okay, note the put the number, the move.
Mhm.
What are your moves, guys?
I'm as rook takes h4 check.
Jazz, Jazz,
Knight takes d3.
knight takes g3.
Yep.
Yeah, why? Um, how to defend Noah after knight takes g3? There is a defense. We are threatening mate.
Is it knight takes f5?
Knight takes f5. Perfect. Knight g3, knight takes f5, or maybe uh, knight g2. But knight g2, rook takes g2, king takes g2, knight e2 check, winning the queen. Knight f5, knight takes f5 back. Rook takes rook, pawn takes rook, king takes rook, maybe. And we are in a crazy situation here. Knight takes, knight takes, knight takes, takes. Knight takes, knight takes g4 is possible.
Mm,
Here, the move is rook or queen takes h4. Look this. Pawn takes and mate. So if the capture is available, you have to consider a move like this because it's a capture. There is no threats. There is No checks, we have, but with captures. So consider rook takes, consider queen takes h4, always,
Okay.
always. Control the anxiety. Um, this one I put on the group this week. Did you find?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
sent you. Yeah, I sent you a solution for that one. No, did you work that one?
No, I have not.
Yeah, again, the strong the first move, better your calculation. And here
Hmm.
it's like queen f3, right, Jess?
That's right.
Yeah,
Because that
queen f.
forces the handle the mate threat.
So rook takes c7, queen takes h4, queen f3. There is a kind of a pattern in calculation. Calculation is a moment in the game. Normally, the usual rules and norms are not applicable. We need to do different, courageous moves. Let's go. Okay, time for white. Think about the previous positions, how different was the moves to find the move here. Okay, Noah.
Yeah. Bishop G6.
Jess.
Bishop G6.
Yes, Bishop G6 is a strange first move. Look at this. Look at this. What happens if he plays Rook F8?
Then knight takes E6.
Anyways, if pawn takes, knight e6. If h takes, queen takes rook. So it's a one more position when the first move is decisive to calculate. Let's see. Here is white's to play. Okay, Jazz.
Queen C1.
Queen C1. Noah.
Oh, I had bishop d6.
Okay, look at this now, you guys. Queen C1, he has h6.
Yeah.
Um, look at this diagonal. Can we exploit this in somehow?
Yeah. Um, bishop to D3, and then F4.
Nice. And if Queen h6, the same. We have g5, Queen takes, and then f4. When the position starts and we decide to calculate, I mean, I am in a tournament and I believe at this point there is something, and I decide to put time to calculate. I wanted to study the entire board, see the diagonals, the files, before start calculating.
Whose turn here?
Yeah, but remember one thing. In the position with rook takes c7, the point was the g7 point defended only by the king. In this position with f4, bishop g3, taking the knight in c6, the weaknesses on the diagonal. Here, you try to understand in calculation like the weak point in the opponent position. It's black to play.
Hmm.
Okay, let's go now. Noah, what do you think is the weakest point in White's position?
G2.
G2, exactly like G7 in the very first position we saw today. Look how G2 is defended only by the king. Only by the king. What's your move, Jess?
Queen E2.
Queen E2, good move. Okay. Noah,
Yeah, mine was Queen E2 too.
Queen E2 and Queen E1 are pretty similar. The point about Queen E1 is when you take the rook, Queen check, and now knight to E3. It's the same idea, let's say, same idea. But again, we are winning because we are identifying the weakest point in White's position. Then we are playing against this point. It's really, really similar to,
What's the difference between Queen E2 and Queen E1?
let's see, let's see. I will go back there. Here, the weak point. So I
Not that one.
say, I mean, the weak point in this position. I said we need to consider in calculation threats, checks, and captures.
Yeah.
And the very first move in the calculation is the most important, and to control your anxiety to answer fast and to play fast in tournaments. Here, the weak point is deciding the game, and here, the same, like the weak point cheat. If I play queen e2, and rook takes rook, we have this one. How to defend this as white? There is no way, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it's pretty close. It's the same.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna make sure I didn't miss anything.
Uh, let me see. Let me see. This bishop is on c8. Okay. The last position for today. Let's go. Time started.
Black to play.
Black, yes. Stood the position, stood the weak points, stood the geometrical patterns, threats, captures, and checks. to find a strong first move. Okay, 8. Let's go, Jess.
Uh, bishop to f2.
Bishop F2, Noah.
Yeah, I got bishop f2.
Bishop F2. The move is Queen C2, but why? What is Queen C2 threatening?
Bishop to c6 or c3.
Yeah, it's a threat. Look, we have this kind of uh, secret. When we are like considering checks, captures, or threats, maybe we can play for threats sometimes. And here it's the case. We are threatening bishop c3 check. You play rook takes check, king e6, rook b4, and we are winning the b4 rook, just like this. It's not so easy, this one, I agree. But I want to today, for we to leave this class with these thoughts. Like, if I have two powerful things to know about calculation, what's the first one?
On the first move.
First move, focus on the first move. And we are continuing these next classes, understanding this and seeing more and more positions uh, when the first move is important. I will also send for you guys position this week uh, for me to keep exercising this ability to see the first move in the calculation process. And the second one is to control the anxiety to play and to make impulsive moves. Control yourself. Try to see first moves. Elements to turn the first move find easy. Threats, checks, and captures. And then if we have these three elements in mind, you can calculate good. Of course, it should I start in this work because what's the problem? When you are playing a tournament, there is no coach saying, hey, stop now. It's time to calculate. So for me to turn you both good calculators, I wanted to also develop this feeling. It's the moment in the game to calculate, or it's the moment in the game to play the logical move. How to develop this feeling? We are looking on this on the next class, okay? It's a recorded class, so you have access maybe tomorrow or Monday to the entire class. And this week we are debating more positions after this one. Okay, guys.
Okay.
All right.
See you so. Bye bye.